All right,
So
reaching for the
out.
target lock. That's going to be just out.
It's going to put it on Ketsu instead.
Target lock on Ketsu there. I want to remind everybody who's watching, we are on a mobile internet connection here. We couldn't, I would say that buying the internet package available to us here would have been wasteful.
Yeah.
$7,000.
What?
Yeah.
So every vendor on the exhibit hall has to pay $7,000 to get
If
internet.
you want a wired internet connection.
Ouch.
It's because the advertised speed for the Wi-Fi was slower than my hotspot.
Okay.
No, thank you.
No.
Yeah.
And there's the 5K.
I don't have any updates on the other games. Once, if I can get somebody to walk by. Yep. And somebody in the chat here was like, oh, Isophane, and the guys can take care of it. Like, no, they said for $7,000, we can get Dion to a lot of events for $7,000.
We'll get him a better mobile hotspot for that.
For much less.
Right. So this is interesting. So Brad has forced engagement onto Tavson.
Yep.
So you're going to see his ability proc there, much to the detriment of Mark, because I think either way, to either Kaval or Ketsu, it's going to be through the gas cloud. So it's just a matter of who's going to take the hits, fully tokened up.
So this is what they had available. This one.
Okay.
So I wanted to show Ken.
Wow.
Just so that he sees the what I got in the mail here. $7,850.
No, thank you.
Yeah, we good. It's a bit cost prohibitive.
I mean, I'm sure Gen Con brings a huge amount of revenue into the city of Indianapolis every year.
It sure does.
And every vendor is going to take advantage. I mean, our hotel is charging $15 a day for in-room internet, which I find archaic and barbaric.
All right, Kylo moving towards the end of the board. There is a Y-wing behind here, by the way, just so you guys know.
Definitely an arc of Tavson.
He's right there.
So
somebody in the chat asking, what does proc mean? Proc means to activate, initialize, cause to have effect.
Yeah, and I always wondered what the
origin of that word.
Is it from like processed and in gamer speak?
I think process, maybe. I don't know exactly. That's a great question.
Don't feel alone in not knowing that. When I first started playing X-Wing, I was not a PC gamer, and I'm old, so it's like proc. Well, yeah. So I asked the exact same question.
Procedure. Why did you delete my Y-wing?
I wanted to have more of a Y instead of the football
That's a U-wing.
uprights.
That's a U-wing now.
I also wanted to have the Y to show the arc on Tavson to show that it's directly down the middle of Kaval. So it's definitely an arc. So Brad is deciding whether he wants to take the shot from Kylo onto Ketsu or Cavill, because he's got shots on both with both Tafson and Kylo. Going after Ketsu.
Somebody in the chat asking about YouTube. YouTube is up, but you should be watching on Twitch.
You should be watching on Twitch. Twitch is where it's at.
This is where you win the prizes. I had somebody ask me last night if I was taking my talents to Mixer. You hear about that whole thing? Ninja, the Fortnite streamer, switched to, got like $100 million contract to stream on Mixer.
No.
Mixer exclusively.
Big money.
Yeah. It's interesting, like, people are like, oh my God, he's leaving his Twitch people behind. I'm like, 100 mil guaranteed? Anybody would do that.
World Tour, you're going to see the first X-Wing tournament in space. You get 100 million.
In space.
We're going on the Russian rockets.
Here we go. Mark rolling that dice from Ketsu. Uses the Force. 2 hits going into Kylo. He's going to have to use the Force here.
Yep. Just to take one.
Spends one Force, takes a shield. And his Force are down. Ketsu tractor beam. So Mark happy about that. He's going to be able to put Ketsu on the rock. Excuse me, Kylo on the rock.
Which, or just pull him into range 1 of
Cavill.
Cavill.
Yeah, we can't quite.
As well as the gas cow, which doesn't matter.
Yep.
And so Cavill will take the 2 shots in the Kylo.
Yeah, that is definitely, that's worth more, especially with Kylo not having any Force here.
That's a pro move.
Honestly, I forgot about Cavill hiding behind. You see, if he would have been drawn there, I would have remembered.
It was interesting that Brad was willing, I think, where Kylo ended up after the move was out of arc of Ketsu. But then he boosted in to get the shorter range.
Shields are down on Kylo.
And Kylo paid for it.
$29 points scored so far.
So he's going to stay on target and take those shots at Ketsu.
Incorrect. Sorry, no points scored yet. I hit a wrong button.
Did Brad roll too many dice for Kylo? Because he should only roll 2 with the tractor. Because you lose 1 agility once you're tractored, correct?
I didn't see it. I was
okay. I can't remember he rolled 3 or 2 agility dice.
Yeah.
You want me to run over to tell Michael?
Unless it's obstructed. That would be the only reason why it would be 3. We can't see that. All right, confirm. We can't see the gas cloud.
All right, so they are
They're
sorting
figuring
it out now. Yeah.
Yeah, we're just going to listen in on our side and wait to see what the resolution is. All right, so the decision from the head judge was to give both players a warning for not keeping the game state.
Right.
So that is an official warning, by the way. So that's is that 2 points? Is that how that works? Floor rules are new.
Yeah, I think it's 2 points.
Yeah.
Well, there we have it. Was that the first instance of floor rules being issued on stream?
On stream, yeah.
Okay.
No, definitely. That's the first one. Yeah, so... Oh, I have it on... Sorry, guys. I have it updated on my side on the left, and it's not updating on the screen. 1 second. When we had the reset... Oh, okay. There we go. Is that changing over there? No?
No.
Okay. So people are saying, Dion, I'm looking at mine. I'm like, it looks fine. What do you mean? There you go.
There we go.
Just double check everything. One.
You might need to add to the overlay penalty point counts or something like that.
Nah, I wouldn't want to do that. That's none of my business. That's between the players and the judge.
Yep.
Nothing to do with me. One down there. And no shields. Does Ketsu have any carts? Yes. He's down to 7. Okay, with the fuel leak. All right, we're good. People asking, did both players get penalized? Yes. So the way it works, both players are responsible for the game state.
Right.
And that's the rules. And it's one of those where it's both players' responsibility.
Right, and
And
I think they determined it was too far along to walk it back.
Yeah.
So thus the warnings were issued.
And also would say the way that the dice ended up, Brad did end up taking damage anyway.
Right.
Yeah, it's weird. Say that again? Okay. And they've also been given a 2-minute time extension for the resolution. Okay. So we're going to go ahead. We're at 3:20 right now.
Change that to 5:20 and change.
So they might get 2 extra turns. So what I'll do, once the timer ends, I'll add the 2
Add the
minutes.
2 minutes? Okay.
Yeah.
So this match probably coming down in the last round.
Yep.
We're at 0-0. No one's been able to get the other to half points just yet, but I think Ketsu will definitely get to half points because you're going to see Starbase Killer swing in finally. Kylo is in kind of a tough spot, and he's got to maintain those points.
Yep.
Tafson going to be all right.
All right. While we wait here, just a couple of shout-outs. Silver Foxfire, thank you so much, man. You're welcome. And Vuk HS, thank you so much for your Prime sub 2 months in a row. Right now, both players at 0 points. And both players still in planning. Even with the time extension, this will be the last round, most likely. And that Ketsu dial is down. You know, going into this game, Mark, I talked to him before, really thought this was a terrible matchup for him.
Yeah.
And they're neck and neck. They're right there.
They are. And so you have Ketsu possibly going to go to half points, Ultrock possibly at half points. On the other side, you have Starbase Killer very close to going to half points, as well as Kylo. So this last round is really going to is absolutely going to determine who the winner is.
Man, this is down to the wire. Woo. Darth Revan 1979 calling me out for my YouTube video my way too early faction rankings. That's fine. I hedged that by calling it the way too early faction rankings.
You did hedge it.
So I will re-record this video probably after seeing Poland. After seeing Poland,
Yep.
I think that's when I'll
Yeah.
redo it.
Yeah,
Or
because
maybe
this is-
actually, probably just after this, after seeing these 6 tournaments,
Yeah,
that might be the best.
yeah. I think we're seeing a bump here. Yep. Bring out the railroad tracks.
Line it up. So there are 3 resistance lists in the top cut, and one separatist in the cut. It's still too early to call. That was this tournament. I want to see how next week's hyperspace trial goes.
Yep.
And definitely
Someone asking what the meta is or what have you.
yeah, absolutely. We got Argentina next week. We have a hyperspace trial after that.
And it'll definitely be different between hyperspace and extended. I think because it was extended, that's why you saw a ton of Imperial lists. When we switch back to hyperspace format, I think you're going to see a lot more Republic lists.
Yeah.
Although Resistance has come back pretty strong with the new Wave 4 stuff.
Well, and here, we're in extended here. We have a Sinker Swarm in the top cut here. Andrew Knuckles.
Andrew Knuckles.
Which I think by a chat message I saw may have won. That's the end of the 2-minute extension. I heard it called by the judge
So this
there.
is the last round.
Yep.
This shooting will determine If it goes to final salvo, Brad
Has an
definitely
advantage
has
for
the
sure.
advantage. It'll be interesting to see what Kylo did. If he just bugged out or tried to pull the K-turn there.
John, can you do me a favor? Could you find Juris and take a picture of the bracket for me?
Thanks, man. Field reporter John Parter of Gold Squadron gonna go get me some intel. All right, waiting for the
So Kylo going.
man. The Tavson killing the views, man. So tall.
Breaking right.
All right. We got a copy of the bracket. Well, we don't know
We don't
who's
have the
won
results?
yet.
Okay.
So
Star Wars Legion players begin play.
I wonder. Just waiting for these players to
Oh.
finish executing these maneuvers.
I think just enough room for Kylo to do the barrel roll.
Man, I'm really sad.
Get
This
out
is a
of-
game where I'm super sad that I don't have the overhead cam.
Yeah.
I can't. The lights in here did not let me do it.
You got to work with what you got. But, yeah, it's compounded that the Tafson is on an epic stand.
Yeah. Looks like Kylo got blocked.
No, Kylo cleared, did the too hard right, cleared everyone. And now the question is whether he's got room to barrel roll out of Ketsu's
Arc.
arc, which is totally what he wants.
Right.
Now the question in here is, can either side land enough hits to get half points on anything? So Starbase Killer was probably the most favorite target
Yeah.
out of arc. If Kylo is able to barrel roll that way, they have to shoot at Tafson. So
Which, yeah.
can Mark get 6 points?
No. No, he's not going to be able to get 6 shields. And honestly, is Tafson stressed? Is that
No, Tafson's not stressed, but Tafson did end up on the gas, but it doesn't matter because
he still has his ability?
right,
though.
exactly.
That's
the first
why I was
cat
asking
comes
whether
in,
he's stressed.
either reinforce or what have you.
I think if I'm Mark, oh man, do I just not shoot? I think I might just not shoot. Oh, wait, he's got 2. How many is Cavill pointing at him? We don't
Yeah,
know.
so Cavill bumped, I think. So I think Cavill is right here because he tried to do the 4K, did not clear, so basically ran into Tavson. So you're not getting the 2 shots from Cavill.
All right. Ketsu tractor beam on Tavson with her ability. No dice for Tavson. He's going to go with Tarak first. He's checking his ranges, making his choices.
It's going on
All right,
Tavson.
this
He's
is
got
it.
to land all paint for it to really matter. There you go.
That's it, baby.
That's what you
That's
needed.
one way to start. That's 4 damage. And he can go ahead and use Tavson's ability. He gets 2 actions here.
I think one of them is definitely reinforced front.
Yeah.
There's the reinforce.
So
I
reinforcing the
think
front
you
for
tank
sure.
the focus for the attack because you're not rolling any dice. You're not rolling any defense dice here.
Focus or target. He might. We can't see the angles. Yeah, you take a focus or a target lock. Target lock on the.
He's going to take the focus because he's got. That definitely looks unobstructed.
Well, we can't
We
see.
can't
We
see.
can't see. You have X-ray vision, Ken? I didn't know.
Well, here's the edge of that gas cloud. That's pretty much the arc because
Brad.
here's the corner. I just like drawing on the map here
Yeah.
So that's my unprofessional.
1, 2, 3. Brad took 4 damage, right?
He took 4, yep.
So he
Because
should have.
Here's the 4, and there's no.
He should have
2.
2 shields.
Hold on. Stop for a second. Stop. You should have 2 shields. You took 4 damage? You had all 6. Okay.
Before anything happens.
Not good. He's going to just take it because. Oh, never mind. Where did Cavill end up? Oh.
All right, so
So Cavill
hold on,
bumped
hold